Today is Tuesday, April the 26th, and we left Florida, St. Petersburg yesterday. Spent the night in Tallahassee, the first night visiting friends, and went to dinner with more friends. And it was super nice. Spent the night at their house. And then we stopped at Buc-ee's for lunch today, and now we're at the Bass Pro Shop. And we're going to be heading out on our way to New Orleans, staying at a Harvest Host Brewery tonight. So our windshield is like totally and completely covered. It's terrible. But we're excited. The van did great last night. We made it to Forberg Brewery. The place is enormous. Not in like the greatest part of town, but they have a gate, locks at 8, but they give you the code if you need to come in. A little pond. There we are in the back over there. There's a number of other RVers here, like especially vans. It's like a lot of vans. So pretty cool little place. Yeah, definitely looks like some kind of a function. They have music here on the weekends, but no music tonight because it's Tuesday night. It was kind of a long day. We left our friend's house a lot later than we should have, and we had farther to drive than we thought. And we're kind of pretty tired. This is a lot longer than we want to drive on most days, so hopefully tomorrow is a lot easier. We have a lot of stops planned for tomorrow. So it looks like you go in right there, and that's like the beer garden or some sort. Yeah. Hi. Cool. Hi. Yeah. It's 5 o'clock, so we came into New Orleans at 5 o'clock. Has a flight. I have a Moscow Mule with hard seltzer. They don't have any ciders. And the food they don't have unless it's the weekend, and it's not the weekend, so we have no food here. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do about dinner. We made a mistake in looking at the website for the brewery and didn't realize they don't have food on the weekdays. Also, we messed up and forgot to bring food from home, but we had stopped at Buc-ee's earlier in the day, so we were able to have our Buc-ee beaver nuggets, which are really awesome, like caramel popcorn, and the nutty bites in order to have that for dinner. Domino's wouldn't deliver because they were short on drivers, so we made do with what we had. Alright, so today is Wednesday, and we left the brewery this morning. It was kind of loud last night, sleeping, lots of trains going by. But we're in Beaubridge now. We're just going to kind of drive through town on the way to have lunch. Oh, it looks pretty. Wow, it's like a festival or something. Alright, so here's Pop's Po' Boy. That's like a restaurant there. You want to cross the street or no? See what's going on down there?
Well, nothing's open yet.
Okay. It's like a neat little town, Lafayette. Alright, so we made it to Pop Soda in Lafayette. That looks like liquor at that like a little bar. Not a lot of people here, but parking was crazy. We had to walk like probably 5 blocks to park. But the restaurant's not that crazy, crowded. Waiting for our food. Hopefully it's good because we didn't have dinner last night. Alright, so here we are at Parish Brewing. This is one of Chuck's favorite beers. I guess it is your favorite beer in Louisiana. Ghost in the Machine. You can use mine. Yeah, you're so cute. This is the inside. Do what? Nah, they don't have ciders, do they? This dog is so cute. You are so cute. Yeah. Do you have ciders?
We don't.
Okay, no, I'm good. Unfortunately, when we got in our van at the brewery, we realized our front windshield had cracked while we were in there. We had heard a rock earlier on the highway in Baton Rouge hit the window, but nothing happened until we were in the brewery. Alright, so here we are at the Tabasco factory and museum. We parked out in the RV parking because there's nobody over there, except maybe one more van and one RV. But it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Chuck enjoyed his beer at Parish Brewing. It's funny, they were all sold out. Like, they had it on tap, but that was all you could get. But some guy came in and he ordered, how many cases did that guy order? 244 cases. Yeah, check this, that was probably $9,000, $10,000. So he was able to get it, but all right, the tour starts here. Kind of looks like a cool place. They also have like a gardens that the lady at Parish Brewing told us to go to right next door. So we're gonna get tickets, and it's such a nice day. And they said it's spring, so the flowers would be pretty. Oh my gosh, you can get a whole barrel for $200, Chuck. This is beautiful, this big tree in front of the museum, and then the country store, and then there's a restaurant also over to the right. Get my camera out. Alright, so here we are at the entrance to the Tabasco Museum. Tabasco goes in 180 countries and territories. Started in 1868, the pepper sauce that they made in their house. 5 generations, and now the brand is recognized in 22 languages and dialects. This is like one, I think she said, of 6 buildings, and then we go next door to the gardens. So this is interesting. It says 150 years, 3 ingredients: aged red peppers, natural vinegar, and a dash of the Avery Island mine salt. The process hasn't changed since it was first created in the late 1860s. This is kind of interesting about the early settlers. Louisiana belonged to the French from 1699 to 1762, and then the Spanish Empire until the 1800s, and to the French Empire under Napoleon until 1803. And then it became sold to North America and known as the Louisiana Purchase. Avery Island is made of the Avery cousins are Angelo and Scots-Irish ancestry, residents of French and Acadian Cajun descent. All right, here we go into the Tabasco greenhouse, and then next will be the Barrel Museum. So, let's see what's in here. Ooh, it's hot. There's the Tabasco. Ooh, these are big over here. Jalapeno, habanero. Oh, that's the Tabasco peppers. Alright. That one does look like it needs water.
Loop around to number 3.
Yeah. we are in the barrel room.
Hi, I'm Trindell.
The Tabasco is aged into the oak barrels. It's kind of interesting, talking about how they take the barrels and take the rings off and change them. It looks like salt on the barrels. Oh my gosh, this room is ginormous. They're stacked up huge on the walls. Oh, and the smell is like it's like there's salt on top of the barrels. Oh god, it stinks. It hurts my throat. Am I like, are the peppers like? This is the first rock salt mine. Salt evaporated in the springs on Avery Island since 1791, and then it became a mine after that. This is talking about how it's 160 feet above sea level, 2.5 miles at its widest point. It's mined by Cargill, and the mine salt is used for municipal purposes as well as some set aside for the Tabasco sauce. So pretty cool. Now I'm gonna head in here. Here we are. We left the salt mine and now we're headed into the bottling area. They got 0 bottles produced today. I'm sure that's wrong. Or maybe it's like more than 1 million, so it can't fit on the screen. Wow, she's putting them in the box by hand? Oh no, she just lays them.
I think you're about to start machining it, but you gotta get it prepped properly before you turn it on.
Oh.
It's gonna do it all, man.
It's got labels on it, so somewhere there was a label machine. Oh, how cool is that? Like it got jammed or something, so she had to restart it maybe?
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. Look how sweet. It would take a person forever to do all that. Exit to stop 8. Oh, it was interesting, the last guy was telling us that the peppers, they started here making them, but there's so much that they have a need for that they come from South Africa. Or South America. Maybe he didn't say South Africa. Here it is. It's exported to over 185 countries in 22 languages and dialects. That's kind of what I saw earlier. Japan, Canada, Germany, Hong Kong, England, Mexico, France, and Guam buy the largest amount of Tabasco. Pretty cool, but what an amazing process from somebody who just started in their kitchen. All right, we're going to Jungle Gardens next. The son of the inventor developed a 170-acre estate in Jungle Gardens. 60 varieties of bamboo, 150 varieties of azalea, 700 varieties of camellia, and 1,700 varieties of iris. So we're looking forward to going there next. All right, so we made it to the Jungle Gardens. And this is the boathouse. The river's over there, or the bayou. We had a swamp boat come by already. It was pretty cool. We're not allowed because there's low clearance, so we had to park up the road there and get out, and we have to walk this way. But it sounds like other people can drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, here comes a car. But we can't drive, which is good that she saw what I got out of, because I don't know that I would have told her, but I guess we would have seen the sign. Our ripple?
There is some current.
Yeah, I see current. We saw like 3 alligators, I think, earlier when we were driving. They're small, but it's pretty. You can still hear the swamp boat. Or airboat, is that what you call them? The water's so muddy though. Oh, there was a fish. A little mullet. Birds. Oh, it's just beautiful out. Ah, here comes the swamp boat. He's coming close so I can tip him.
He's coming close so they can see the garden without paying for it.
Oh. can't believe how loud it was.
Should be required to have muffler.
Water.
Sure, they can outrun me.
Can you see the gator? He looks bigger than I would think.
Probably 4 foot.
Yeah, he's 4 foot. That's a stick.
It is a stick.
The turtle is right here somewhere.
Yeah, that's that stick. I thought it was a turtle.
Oh.
There's another boat.
Comes another airboat. Is he making a wake too? So we've been walking through the gardens and we were expecting all kinds of flowers. Hasn't quite been that way. It's been more swamp, bayou water, live oak trees, some in not so good shape. And now we have this temple. I'm not sure what the point of that is, so maybe Chuck has the research and he'll read more about it. Alright, so we're headed up to the temple. Chuck said it was a gift. Oh no, it's locked. But I don't know if you can see the Buddha inside. It's locked. This is the Wisteria Arch. We did just read that I want to make a picture of the van. That's kind of cool. So this wisteria would be beautiful if it was blooming, and it's spring, so we're not sure when it would bloom. Seems like now would be the time, but I don't even see buds on it though. Yeah, but like I was saying a minute ago, we saw that friends gave him the Buddha, and then he built it into a temple and an Asian garden around it. But again, we didn't see any flowers, so I thought things would be blooming in April, but maybe it was still been too cold. We're heading back to the van because we can drive through the rest of the gardens from here. So, a nice garden, just different, and such a perfect day to go see everything too.
Oh my God.
You look cute.
Yeah.
How big do you think he is, Chuck?
Yeah.
8 feet? Yeah.
Wow.
He's waiting for a baby to fall in the water.
Wow, they're all the way over there too. Very cool. So we made it to our spot. We didn't have the address, but the guy sent us the address kind of late. But it was in time for us to get here just as we were leaving the garden after the Tabasco factory tour. He sent the address, and no addresses on any of these houses. And there's a beautiful tree here, but Robert just came over. Apparently he lives way in the back there, and he went with Chuck, or Chuck went with him to go look at another lot. But these turkeys, they're just wild. For whatever reason, they don't like us. They keep coming up and they keep like making noises, and Robert said they won't bother us, but I don't know if they want food. It's just the most bizarre thing ever, but I think they feel like they're protecting their little territory. But I've never seen turkeys up close. But when we went inside, they put their feathers down and went back across the street. Now they're kind of making noises. They look like they got little beaks. It's just the most bizarre. Can you hear the noise he's making? It's like ruffling all his feathers. Oh yeah, you're talking to me, aren't you? All right. I will back up. Alright, so
It almost looks like something hit us right there.
it does look like something hit us.
Why would it hit us like that from the side?
I don't know. I mean, I heard a rock earlier, and then you heard that rock later that hit the front.
That's where it started. Something
Started.
hit us.
Something did hit us. Alright, so this is kind of sucky. Our front windshield cracked, and now the side window fell apart. As we were just driving down the road, and we hear this huge pop. And the next thing we know, the side window's all screwed up and falling apart. So we just went to Lowe's and bought duct tape. We're gonna see what we can do. Try to get it to stick together because it's cracking like crazy. Alright, so at Lowe's we bought black duct tape and we taped up the window. Chuck really thinks that, I don't know, we had to get hit by something, rocks or something. And we taped up the inside too. It's not cracking as loud as it was, so he thinks we're okay on the water tightness. I don't know what the long-term solution is going to be. I just hope we can eventually make it back home okay. But this is our campsite for tonight. Really nice, just very woodsy. Really nice subdivision over there. The guy who runs the place is super nice. He's 78, Robert, and he showed Chuck where to park earlier. We were kind of in the wrong spot. So this is great. We were pretty depressed over the cracked windows from today. Only day 3 of our maiden voyage, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to keep going with the cracked windows. Chuck really thought someone shot at us, and Robert, the boondocking owner, also thought someone shot at us. He wanted us to call the police, but we didn't, because we didn't feel we had proof. We decided that instead of going tomorrow sightseeing and fishing as planned, we were going to stick close to our boondocking spot, just to be sure the window was going to hold up, and then hope it did so that we could finish our Louisiana trip.